Hey, what's going on? Welcome to part 2 in ublue-os. And what I'm going to show you today is how to create your own repo, like I showed you in the previous video at high level, but now show you from scratch how to do that. How to generate your own image based on the config files and the template that's there. And also how to rebase to that new image, and also how to make a change. So yeah, basically this will be an in-depth video, but as you can hopefully see at the end of the video, it's not that complicated to do it. I have my desktop here. What I'll do is I'll completely start from scratch. So assume you have nothing. So I'm also going to assume one other thing, and that is that you already have a booted ublue-os variant, and that can be any, where you have the boot C in there. So that is still a prerequisite. So that you sudo boot C status. If you do this, of course, provide your password, that you at least have this. If you don't have this, then it doesn't have then it doesn't make sense for you to follow along. Maybe there's another way to have boot C, but that's really out of the scope of this video. And if you're at this moment wondering, well, what is this all about, then make sure to check part 1. I will have it popping up in the corner at this moment. So make sure you have the boot C ready to go, and then you're booted from there. And here's my repost, or my variant is scaling octomeme. This is a random name. So step 1, go to GitHub, github.com, and then go to ublue-os. That's step 1. And sign in. I'll pause the video. Sign in. Let me move this here. Move it out of the way. So repositories, and search for templates. Sorry, template, singular. The image template, that's the one you need to have. And if you're signed in, you'll see here in green, use this template. So create a new repository based on that. And you could generate a name, musical couscous. Why not? And this is a demo, a repo for video to be removed later. All right. And just go ahead and click create repository. And just in a few seconds, you will have in your own account, you will have it. Now, what you need to do first is clone this repository. And to do that, you can use 3 options: HTTPS, SSH, and GitHub CLI. And for this video, I've set up my keys. And if you want to know how to do that, I'll make a small side step. If you're not interested in that, and then skip to the marker, I will have the timestamp here, and just go to there and just follow along. So if you're interested in how to set this up using SSH keys, open up a terminal. So on my machine, I already have this. And let's generate the command. So use the command. The command is SSH keygen type RSA, so for improved security. If I hit enter now, it will generate a key, so 2 keys, one private key and one public key. Hit enter here. So it will ask you indeed where to save the key. If you just hit enter, then it will override my existing. So I will not do that. and will also ask you for whether or not you will want a password. But just for the sake of this video, let's so ID RSA demo, enter. So here you have the passphrase, NT for no, same again, that's it. So if you now ls your key, SSH, we have a couple of keys here. And also the demo 1, so you see 2. So 1 is the pop, and that's actually the one that we'll be adding. So if you cat that out, this. So I'll remove this key later, so no problem in showing you this string for now. So just copy this to your clipboard, right click, copy. So this is the generated pop key. And in your account, you go click on your picture here and go to settings. And then go to SSH and PGP keys. Let me zoom them in a little bit here. If you click here, you'll see the existing ones. And just add the new key in here, just paste. And then you also have that unique identifier. You can add your own, but yeah, as you can see here. So if I now add that SSH key in here, it will be added, and then I can follow along with the rest of the steps. So I just added that and never used. That's the one I just added. I'll delete it from my account. Okay, now you can follow along again. All right, so welcome back. If you click here, and then you can copy this URL to your clipboard. And for me, I'll in my home directory, I have a Git repo. So then you can just do git clone, paste it. Using the SSH keys, it will resolve it. You can also use HTTP, but for now, just use this. Hidden as well. So this is what you get out of the box. And you don't have the keys here, but that's the part we do next. So let's scroll down. And you will see here, first step, install the Cosign CLI tool. Click that open. And on my machine, I have brew, meaning you could use brew. So brew install Cosign, that's basically it. There are other ways, just check this repository. But this is a very important step. I already have Cosign, so I'll just reinstall it. Done, and it has installed it indeed here. So you can just close this terminal, open up a new one, console, in my case, and run Cosign tool. Here we have it. All right, if it's done installing, you can close that window. And in the directory, so need to go back into Git, and there was musical. You run this command in the directory, Cosign generate key pair. No password, done. So here you have these two entries, pop and the key itself. So don't be alarmed. We have already a .gitignore file, and where you have the cosign.key. So to prevent to accidentally committing that for the whole world to see, you will need to set that up later, in a later step. But for now it's fine. So we come to that step. 3. Add the private key to GitHub. So this can also be done manually. Go to repository settings, under secrets and variables, actions. You go here, repository here, settings. Scroll down and secrets and variables, actions, because it's using GitHub actions. Okay, new repository secrets. And then it's important to specify the right name. For that, I will open up a new tab. And let's go back to my repository under step 3. And the name is signing secret. Signing secret. Copy that. Paste in there. All right, and here you cat out the cosign.key. So I remove the key after this video, so no problem in showing that to you now. So copy, Ctrl-Shift-C, and then paste it in there. Okay, add the secret. Done. It's in there. Let's go back to, can close this, go back to repository. And then commit the cosign pub to the root of your Git repository. So it's already in there, right? Git status. You see that the cosign.pub is red, so it's not included yet. So do git add cosign.pub, git commit with a message, add cosign key, pub key, git push. Git push, and now it's in there. All right, and that's basically it. So that has been done, and you see here actions. You can see it running here in progress. See, for some reason I already have a pull request. That's nice. Some automated pull request. And it's running now, so GitHub Actions is running. And let's leave that running and check back later. After a couple of minutes, it has been completed. And see indeed all the stuff here. Push to GitHub, container registry, cosign, sign in the container, GitHub container registry, checkout. So you see everything coming past. Push this one. And here you will see that is indeed done. So this is the address. And this by date, today. But you can also use latest. As you can also see here, successfully pushed to latest. Grab that. And the only thing you now need to do, open up a new console. Sudo boot C switch. And this one. So if I hit enter here, I need to enter my password. Give it some time and then just reboot, and then you will boot into your new operating system. That's done. Just do a systemctl reboot. Systemctl. And then you will boot into your new OS. And for that we switch to the mobile phone to capture it. So here you will have the two entries, and the first one is the one we just created, silver blue. Hit enter and go into there. So for me, it will have my users. So I have test and I have my own user and can just log in. All right, logged in to GNOME. Let's continue with the video capture. All right, I'm here. Let's open up a terminal. So let's validate sudo boot C status. There you go. And that's the update. So now we're booted. And the cool thing about this, that it takes your personal data along with you. So you don't have to do reinstalls. Open up private window github.com account, and then repositories. This one. This is the one we created. And here you have the container file. Let's say you're happy. So let's say you're not happy. All right. Sudo boot C roll back. Just do rollback because this is the rollback image. But warning, you can only have 2 of these entries. So that's a warning. You can only have a booted and 1 rollback. So, and here you can change if you want. Also, build.sh tmux. You see tmux is installed. Tmux. It's I'm not expert with tmux, but I think I just launched here. You can see here green, so meaning tmux has been launched. Terminal multiplexer. For example, Krita is a drawing program. I use that a lot. It's not installed here. Let's say you want to add it. This one. So you can add your programs here like this. Save it, commit it, and push it. And then it will rebuild the whole image and have that software in there. I can show you that, of course. You might be wondering how to test this. And for that, you have toolbox. Create a toolbox. And create one for Fedora 41. Toolbox, enter. And you are now in Toolbox. Root a toolbox. And here you can test if you can install something. For example, Krita that I just added to the file, you can first test it. If it doesn't install, then you need to do something else. Oops. So maybe this was not the smallest example, but at least it works. So here you go. So you can launch the program and give it some time. It opens in my other screen. I see. There's Krita. So that's one way of doing it. So exit toolbox. Toolbox is very handy. So let's say you have now validated that status. So here you have Krita. Entered it in here. So :X to save. Add more software. So if I push it now and go here, and then we see here that it's indeed being picked up. And let's just wait. You see the change here. Wait till it's done, and then I'll show you the update. And after a couple of minutes, it should complete. And then you do a sudo boot c update. You see one layer is needed, and it makes sense because I just in the same layer I added a new piece of software, and then just need to update that one. This done. You can see everything that has been done. One layer removed, one added. The size was this, and now it's this. And just as normal, reboot. And just leave it like this, and then you will have the new boot into the new version. And log back in, and I see the newly added program here, and you can just start using it. Yeah, and that's it. So if you're not happy, then you can easily roll back using a boot C, and I would say have fun testing it and using it. And that's it. Bye bye.